Todd Chrisley angers fans with lack of accountability. Hello, everyone. Welcome back for another video. I hope everyone's having a great day. Before watching the video, please subscribe and like it. Chrisley Knows Best star Todd Chrisley has just been pardoned and released from prison. Yet fans and followers are angered. They feel that he is lacking accountability for anything that he may have done. So, what are they saying after he spoke out for the first time? Keep reading for more details. 2 days after his prison release, Todd Chrisley spoke to the press about being pardoned and now being free. His daughter, Savannah Chrisley, was by his side as well as his lawyer, and he looked amazing. Todd was clearly freshened up, healthy, and thrilled to have been released from prison. At the same time, he maintained he had nothing to be remorseful for. Todd stated that he did nothing wrong, while Savannah chimed in that this was a corrupt case. They wanted to take someone high-profile down and targeted her parents. Unfortunately, not everyone was thrilled with Todd's behavior at the press conference. They felt that he did not take any accountability for anything he may have done. He stood on this even though he and his wife, Julie Chrisley, were convicted of bank fraud and tax evasion. They allegedly defrauded banks of around $30 million, which is no small potatoes. One follower had this to say about Todd. Fans who watched believed that Todd Chrisley should have acted as if he were slightly remorseful for any pain and suffering. However, that did not happen in any capacity, and again, he felt that he was the victim of a witch hunt. Todd also took the time to promote his new family show, along with Savannah. They explained cameras picked back up as soon as the pardon phone call came in from President Trump. It should premiere later in 2025 and will show Todd and Julie reuniting. Todd Chrisley is once again facing public backlash as fans grow increasingly frustrated with what they perceive as a lack of accountability. The reality TV star recently made headlines following a public statement in which he appeared to downplay the seriousness of his legal troubles. Chrisley, known for his role on the reality show centered around his family, has been serving time after being convicted of financial crimes. Despite this, his tone in recent communications has struck many as unapologetic. Social media erupted with criticism shortly after the statement was released. Many fans expressed disappointment, saying they had once admired the Chrisley family for their charm and relatability. Now those same supporters are questioning whether they ever truly knew the real Todd. Critics say the message lacked any genuine remorse or acknowledgement of the consequences his actions have had not only on himself, but on his family and loyal viewers. Observers note that public figures often face steeper scrutiny when it comes to showing responsibility and transparency. For Chrisley, who built a brand around Southern charm and Christian values, the failure to demonstrate humility has left many feeling betrayed. Some fans have even called for networks to distance themselves from the family brand entirely. The controversy continues to grow as Todd's statements fuel debate about celebrity privilege and the importance of owning up to mistakes. While some loyal followers still offer support and prayers for the family's redemption, others say it is time for him to step away from the spotlight until he is ready to fully accept the consequences of his actions. Can he please feel bad? Having Savannah and Todd Chrisley place the blame of what happened on everyone else was a hard pill for fans to swallow. They did not think that it was a good look for him at all, and he ended up looking horrid. Todd Chrisley fans once ruled the airwaves with a bold personality, a camera-ready smile, and the kind of charm that made reality television gold. Now he is a man behind bars serving time, while fans on the outside wrestle with a different kind of reality, one that raises a difficult question: can he please feel bad? For years, viewers tuned in weekly to watch the Chrisley family navigate luxury chaos and Southern drama like a modern-day sitcom dripping in gold-plated laughs. Todd stood at the center like a ringmaster, with one-liners that hit and parenting methods that entertained with equal measure. To love or hate him was never the question to watch and was. But the story took a sharp turn. The glittering world cracked, revealing a darker truth. Underneath the surface, fame and fortune built on lies, fraud, and financial deception. a federal trial, a guilty verdict, and a prison sentence. Later, Todd Chrisley, the man who once joked about everything from shoes to sons, became a cautionary tale of fame gone sour. Some fans still hold onto the charm, the wit, the perfectly coiffed hair. They say he made them laugh. They say he felt like family. They believe he is misunderstood, that his punishment does not fit his personality, but others wonder how long the sympathy should last, or if it should have existed at all. They ask, can he feel bad? Not perform bad, not pretend bad, but truly deeply feel remorse for the actions that brought him here. The debate plays out in online spaces where former fans vent disappointment and defenders post throwback clips with hearts and hashtags. It plays out on talk shows where commentators dissect apologies and motives. It plays out in quiet living rooms where loyal viewers no longer press play on old episodes, wondering if laughter that once felt innocent now carries an echo of betrayal. Todd has maintained his innocence through the ordeal, calling the justice system unfair and his sentence a miscarriage of truth. But even as appeals are filed and statements are made, many still circle back to a more emotional question. Forget legal guilt. What about moral accountability? Can he feel bad for the people hurt, for the trust broken, for the followers misled, for the illusion sold as reality? This is not just about tax fraud. This is about persona, the way a man built a brand out of transparency while hiding truths, the way he laughed at rules while claiming to follow them, the way he invited people into his home, his life, his family, only to leave them watching from the sidelines as that world unraveled. And what of the fans? Some cling to hope that prison has changed him. They point to reports of him mentoring others, staying strong, staying centered. They say, this is a man being tested and rising. Others are less forgiving, pointing out a pattern of deflection and defiance. They ask what message it sends when someone famous refuses to say, I did wrong. They wonder if celebrity can ever coexist with contrition. There are signs that the Chrisley name still holds power in pop culture. Reruns still air, fan pages remain active. The brand refuses to fully fade. Maybe people want redemption. Maybe they are waiting for that moment, that honest, tearful apology, the kind that says, I am sorry, not just I got caught. Maybe they are waiting for proof, not of guilt, but of growth. The truth is, fans feel betrayed. When icons fall, they feel implicated in the fantasy. They help fuel. When it breaks, they grieve, not just the person, but the image, the experience, the version of reality they bought into. And when those icons refuse to acknowledge the fall, it deepens the wound. So can Todd Chrisley please feel bad? Really feel bad, not for headlines, not for damage control, but for what happened, for who it affected, for what it meant. Because fans are not just looking for entertainment anymore, they are looking for accountability, for authenticity, for someone who says, I see what I did and I feel it too. Until that happens, until remorse meets reality, the question will hang in the air, haunting forums, posts, and quiet hearts. Can he please feel bad? Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, America Trends 24, and stay with us.